Imagine an event that, well, for starters, it's completely free. Kids are welcome. Dogs are allowed. They have plenty of food and beverages to satisfy everyone and anyone. And on top of all of that, they have the largest collection of vintage motorcycles I have ever seen anywhere. Now, the title of the video, or maybe my t-shirt, spoiled what I'm referring to, but yes, I am talking about the RiderBag Vintage Motorcycle Show in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Huge thanks to Moto USA for inviting us to the event to help with their booth and to, well, put this video together that you're watching right now. Not only is Moto the sponsor of this video, they're also one of the main sponsors of the RiderBag event. This is held every single year in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and every year Moto runs a raffle where they give away a motorcycle hitch or a double e-bike carrier, and all the proceeds go directly to RiderBag to help fund the next year's event. Y'all know I love my Moto. I've put over 10,000 miles on it, 2 cross-country trips, all kinds of e-bikes on it, 0 issues. And you'll actually learn a lot more about Moto later in the video. We're gonna stop by their booth and check out a couple of demos. And also make sure to follow Moto USA here on YouTube and on social media. I'll put all their links down below. So with that out of the way, let's check out some of the beautiful classics at the RiderBag Vintage Motorcycle Show. All right, folks, welcome back. And what did I tell you? Wasn't that one of the most impressive displays of machinery that you have ever seen? I mean, the amount of motorcycles at this event, classics, one-offs, customs, super well maintained, was just mind-boggling. Personally, my favorite was the black and chrome Janus that you see behind me. I'll be honest, I had never even heard of this brand until I was at the event, but that bike really just stood out to me. So drop a comment down below and let me know which of the bikes that you saw in the montage was your favorite. And now we're gonna head over to the Moto booth for a couple of demos, one of their double e-bike carrier, and we'll also check out the motorcycle hitch.
So Michael has had his Moto e-bike carrier for 4 years. He's gone from Southern California to Seattle with it, and then moved from Seattle to Maryland, and is currently taking his bike carrier from Maryland to Fort Wayne.
Yeah, I think I've got over 10,000 miles.
He has over 10,000 miles on his Moto e-bike carrier.
And
so it's definitely built to last.
you can barely tell them apart. Brand new and 4 years old.
Unit. This is a brand new, just open unit, so it's super durable.
The bike itself is 125 pounds. With the battery, this whole section here is all battery. The motor is this little tiny thing here. But enough about the bike. This is the carrier itself. As you can see, there's cradles in the front. If I was carrying a traditional e-bike, I'd be able to put another one facing in the other direction and carry 2, as long as they total 200 pounds or less. Considering that I was only bringing this bike and it's 125 pounds and the carrier can hold up to 200, I drove from Maryland to here, no issues. This here on my car is the carrier by itself. Now, as you can see, the distance from the ground is a little high considering this is an SUV. The back of this bike is pretty heavy. So a lot of people may not be able to lift the back of the bike to get it onto the rear cradle, which is why we also offer a hitch lift, which is this device in the middle. It's connected in between the hitch and the carrier itself. So let's say I was pulling up to my RV, which is got a pretty high bumper and hitch. I could lower it all the way down to the ground like Jill is doing now. And once it's all the way down, then we can comfortably slide it off, which I'm going to do now.
So you take one tire at a time and release the tire by removing the lower tire cradle. And that stays on the arm. And then you do the other. This is a no tools required bike carrier. So you're just using knobs and you're releasing Velcro straps. Then you take one tire and move it to the outside cradle and take the other tire and move it to the outside cradle. And then release it to the ground. And this is in comparison to lifting this bike, which weighs 120 pounds, 3 feet off the ground in order to mount it. But with the hitch lift, in addition to the carrier, you can get it to virtually ground level.
All set.
Super cute.
All right, that was a fun ride.
So now we're going to show you how to take this bike carrier off. One arm off. And you can tell this would easily go in the back of your trunk. Second arm is off. And there's a third piece. The base is attached with a bolt. And you can leave that on. If you use a locking hitch pin, you can be simply on your vehicle and be held. But 27 pounds, guys. The hitch lift that he's operating right now weighs 29 pounds. So if you're trying to minimize the tongue weight on your car, the total weight is 56 pounds with both of these products. So it's a game changer if you're considering electric bikes or you have electric bikes. And so, yeah, that is the demo on the e-bike carrier. The motorcycle tow hitch, for those of you who haven't stopped by to see us yet on this, this operates the same way. It actually comes with a motor attached, or it comes with a manual operation, which you use a drill or a ratchet. 18-volt drill is all you need to operate this. It lowers all the way to the ground. You back your motorcycle into it. It pivots 150 degrees each way, so you can pull your motorcycle with it, and it tracks with the vehicle with zero leaning in any direction. It's just pulling like you were pulling a trailer. The difference between this or a trailer is, of course, you have visibility of your vehicle lights. With this product, it is more fuel efficient than pulling a trailer, and of course it goes without saying that this is much easier to store either in your trunk or your garage than a trailer is. So a lot of advantages here, and it's very affordable as well. This model is $950, that model is $850. If anybody has any questions for the group, I'm happy to field them.
How do you lock the front wheel from turning?
That's a great question. The question is, how do you lock the front wheel from turning? So I mentioned this is a rear wheel cradle, and the front tire would otherwise be free to turn any which way. What Michael's holding up here are handlebar straps. Those are provided with your kit. And so you're going to attach the strap to the handlebar handles and then to the body of the bike. And then ratchet it tight on both sides, of course. And that will keep the handlebars from turning in any direction. We also provide the reflective flags for safety purposes. These are highly reflective flags at night. You do not need to have lights on the bike, as long as your vehicle lights are visible. Anybody want to put a last-minute raffle ticket in, now that you know how amazing this product is? Remember, this is a donation for next year's show. $5. All right.
805. We're going to give this person a few minutes with ticket number ending in 805. So please come forward if you know anyone that has ticket number 805. We got a winner.
What's your name? Corey, what are you picking?
I'm not sure yet. Whichever one my vehicle fits.
I hear that. Congrats, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Congrats, brother. All right, let's get your information.
Oh, you're fine. Bike guy.
All right, folks, so wrapping up the video, again, huge thanks to Moto USA for inviting us to the event. If you're interested in a Moto double e-bike carrier or a motorcycle hitch, please use our code RUSTYROADS with a $ at the end to knock 50 bucks off your purchase. In addition to being the most compact, easy to use e-bike carrier on the market, they're also made and supported right here in the USA. So again, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, comment down below with your favorite motorcycle. And before we take off, I just wanted to share a funny story from when we left the event. We drove straight from Maryland all the way to Indiana the day before the event. And after the event was over, we drove down to Cincinnati to visit the Moto Fulfillment Center. And man, I gotta tell you, I have never driven so far without seeing a highway in my life. We drove over an hour after we left Fort Wayne, and I did not hit the highway until like maybe an hour and 10 minutes after we left. So I just thought it was kind of funny that some people actually live that far from highways. I don't think it's a bad thing, but just something that I wanted to share. But yeah, thanks for checking out the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, hang loose, ride safe, and be nice to each other.